I fixed the volume. This whole recording thing, there's just so many little intricacies everywhere that I couldn't figure out why this mic volume is so low. And turns out it's the settings on a QuickTime recorder, this thing here. But anyways, it's all figured out, and unfortunately the old couple of videos, the volume's all messed up. But today's quote helped me when I was going through some tough times. And this quote really resonated with me because it came from a good friend's. It came from a good friend. And the quote goes, "In the end, everything will be okay. If it is not okay, then it is not the end." I heard this quote very, very long time ago, and it was from a good friend of mine when his mother was going through cancer, breast cancer. And this, and when someone's going through something as traumatic as finding out they have cancer, they really start to have a different perspective, or through that journey, they gain a different perspective. And one of the things that they come in terms with is the relationship with life and death, whether they lived a fulfilling life and whether they're ready for death. It is a unfortunate topic, but it is a topic that we have to deal with eventually in our lives, whether or not you're ready for it. And so when she had to tell her kids about this news, I think she used this quote as a coping mechanism for them. In the end, everything is going to be all right. If it's not all right, then it is not the end. And to me, I refer back to this quote when I am going through some tough times. And what it means to me is that there will always be good times, there will always be bad times. And when you're going through those bad times, it might seem like it's going to take forever. But as long as you continue to strive to resolve some of these issues, some of these traumatic events and experiences, then at the end of the day, everything's going to be okay. And as long as you realize that, hey, in the end, it's all going to be okay. And in a moment, if you feel like it's not, you just have to remind yourself that if it's not okay, then it's not the end. And sometimes we have to remember that when we are going through tough times, it's okay to not be okay. And that was a very popular phrase during COVID. And it's true. It is okay to not be okay because we are humans and we have emotions. And our emotions are valid. So, some might consider that this generation with these type of coping mechanisms and being openly vulnerable to the public is a soft generation. But honestly, in my opinion, I think that it's healthy. And a lot of the issues that most of the older generation has is due to their feelings and emotions being suppressed, because at the time when they were growing up and how they raised children back then was that they suppressed it. They didn't have this type of open vulnerability. They didn't have therapy. It's one of those things where it wasn't widely accepted. But as we progress as a society, we are more educated, we have more resources, and we've done research to show that this is healthier. And so it's okay to not be okay. And everything will be okay. In the end, everything will be okay. If it's not okay, then it is not the end. So I hope this helps for anyone that's going through tough times. Always know that there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. And we just have to continue striving to get there. That's all it takes. One day at a time. All right. So hope this resonates with you. Hope my volume is fixed. And see you tomorrow. Bye.